reason I like knives, I think, is I like the beauty of them. I can take a week to make one knife if I want to, and I do. When I make a knife, probably about 95% is done by hand, and so when I'm finished with the knife, it actually is hard for me to sell them. I mean, I make them because I like them. When I went to school, I decided I wanted to be a doctor, and I knew from the start that I wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon. I was having a good time. I loved my job, I really did, and I thought I would do it forever. And back in 2008, I was hit head-on by an 18-wheeler. I was injured fairly significantly, and I was helicoptered to Grady, and I coded. My heart stopped 7 or 8 times. The day I woke up, one of my daughters was in the room, and she walked over and she showed me a picture of myself, and I said, "Who is that?" And she said, "Daddy, that's you." And then the next thing I said was, "I wish I had died." The best way I can describe it, if you close your eyes and you're in the sunshine, you know how you can see the glow of the sun and it's warm? It was just so peaceful. And then when I woke up, I was in pain. I didn't take a step for almost a year. And then I didn't have anything to do. I couldn't go back to work. And I was pretty miserable for about a year. There was a period when I was living alone, out in the country, no job. I was not in a good place. If it wasn't for my dogs, who I named my forge for, I probably might not be here. I would say knife making saved my life. When I first started making knives, I would get upset when things went wrong. I was used to making things as good as I could when I was operating, and I would get that same emotion. And then I figured out, this is just a knife. I can throw this away. I can start all over again. I try to make a knife that is aesthetically pleasing, that still is very functional. What makes a knife pretty to me is symmetry and balance. My biggest complaint is that people say they don't want to use them because they're too pretty. I appreciate that, but I want you to use them. When I first got into this, I didn't really know anything about wrought iron. The reason why wrought iron is so pretty is that it has a pattern to it. When you etch it in an acid, it almost looks like wood. I went on a search for wrought iron. They were redoing an old jail in Petersburg, Virginia. It was built in 1854, and they were cleaning out 2 cells of this jail. And so I ended up buying a whole cell, the flats and then the bars. My handle material I get from all over the world. This is birch bark. I get this from Siberia, and it looks like leather, but it's better than leather because it won't dry out, it won't crack, it's naturally waterproof. This is coca-cola. It's one of my favorite woods. This is desert ironwood, Vietnamese rosewood, African blackwood. This is buckeye burl. I hurt a fair good bit, but when I'm out here, I don't hurt as much. And so it helps me physically and emotionally. And then at the end of the day, you've done something. I think my personality, because of my daddy, is I'm pretty much passionate about anything I do. If I do it, I want to do it as best I can. And I think I'm very fortunate.